welcome back to the Video Game Gambler. And sometimes in games you can get your casino fix in a minigame. You don't always need a full-fledged casino game. And today I'm going to show you the lucky 7 NES games that have a gambling minigame held within. Why is it lucky 7? Because they're lucky enough to be demonstrated on today's episode, of course. So without any further ado, let me show you the first of the lucky 7 games on the NES, with a gambling minigame. The Wild West is no stranger to gambling, and the first of our lucky 7, Cowboy Kid, made by Romstar in 1991, is no exception. If you want to play a little bit of blackjack in this NES title, make your way over to the saloon, which only takes mere minutes to reach. So without any further ado, let's see if the blackjack in this game is worth to play. Alright, so let's just do 3 rounds of regular old blackjack in this game. Unless I feel it's warranted that I need a little bit more. So right now I got a 17. I'm probably not going to win with that, but I don't feel right hitting on a 17, especially on the first hand. So let's just stand here. Alright, so far, not so lucky. But it seems like a very basic blackjack experience. 16s. I better hit. I was over by 1. But yes, it seems like a pretty basic blackjack experience if you had no other means of playing blackjack, like if you didn't have cards sitting around for some reason. This could be good enough to give you your fix if you really are hankering a little bit of gambling. Let's stand on that one. And I lost. Well, let's bet all the money this time. I know I said 3. But as for yay or nay for this one, for just a simple blackjack game that you can access, like I said, mere minutes after starting the game, I will give it a yay there. But so far it's looking kind of broken, and you only get like 16s and 17s dealt out to you. So maybe it is crooked blackjack, but I did just win there. So I would say, if you're looking for a casino fix, this isn't the worst idea. I wouldn't give it a yay over any of the casino titles. But if you just want a quick and easy blackjack experience in a regular game, then this might do it for you. So, on to the next one. The second of our lucky 7 happens to be The Lone Ranger for the NES. Made by Konami in 1991, in order to partake in a gambling minigame in this classic, you must go to El Paso in Area 3 and make your way all the way to the west of town and find an unmarked building, which just so happens to be a poker hut. Let's find out if the poker is worth its weight. Hello there, you want to play cards with me? Yes, I do. So we got ourselves some regular $1. I'll bet $5. Which cards are you throwing out? I should throw out all of them, this is crap. I'll throw out these 2 just on the off chance I get a straight. Oh, Joker and a Queen. Oh, I have to actually beat my adversary. And I actually won, I got a pair of queens, it seems like. You want to play again? Yes, I do. So yeah, this seems like a decent little video poker experience. And above all else, you actually have an opponent to play against. It's not just straight up poker. So far I have to just... Where am I going? Draw... Okay, yeah, throwing those out, okay. This is a decent, basic poker experience. The only downside to it is if you're looking for a casino fix, you have to go pretty deep into the game. But just for a moment of levity in the Wild West, this seems like an alright poker experience. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7... I don't quite have a straight. Let's see if I can't get a straight. But as far for just being a legit poker experience on the NES, I have to give it a yay in and of itself. I'll give it a nay because it takes so long to get to the casino. Or rather, just the poker table. So I'm gonna throw away the 9 and hope I get an 8. Not so lucky. But not bad for a basic video poker experience, so I'll give it yay for poker, but nay for an all-around gambling experience, just because it takes so long to get here. That is, if you don't want to use passwords or anything. But in any case, on to the next game. I bet you have a case of Deja Vu after all those Wild West games, but fortunately we are going to tackle Deja Vu for the NES. Made in 1990 by Kemco, this gritty point-and-click adventure just so happens to have a slot machine in it. So if you're into slots, let's give it a try, because right at the start of the game, you get a number of coins if you search a coat. And these coins you can use to play this slot machine. From what I understand, the slot machine is necessary in this game to unlock a hidden passage later, but it's not a sure thing win or anything. You just gotta use the slot machine, keep your fingers crossed. It's the most basic of slots. But for a game you wouldn't expect slots in at all. Ooh, I got 3 lemons that aren't quite so lemon-colored. What happens there? Ooh, I got a bunch of coins. Wow, you hit the jackpot. You have gotten 10 coins. How exciting. But yes, you could just indefinitely play slots. As for ease of access, it probably takes... it'll probably take about a good half hour to get to this part, unless you've played the game before. So as far as ease of access, it's not the worst. Like, if you know how to get here, it's pretty quick. Otherwise, it might be a bit of a slow go. Ah, I was so close that time. But it is a really, really basic slot experience. So as far as that goes, I'd have to give it a nay for a casino gambling experience. But I will give it a yay in that they didn't even have to include a slot machine minigame in this game whatsoever. They just kind of added it for fun. But I don't like the idea of progressing the game with random chance. But that was a fun little slot machine side quest. So, that being said, on to the next one. Next up on our list is Formula 1, Built to Win, made by Seta USA in 1990. This game actually has a very quick slot machine that is available that you can play pretty much immediately. In fact, I would recommend you do that before you do anything else in this game. Just go straight to Las Vegas, go straight to the casino, and just bet as much money as you feel comfortable with. You may as well bet as much as you can, which in this case would be 3. So I'm gonna bet 3. And then pull the handle and see if we can't win. So as far as ease of access goes, this gets a big time yay. If anything, you wouldn't expect it to be so easily accessible. So if you're into slots, I'd have to give this game a yay over Deja Vu. Plus, I would recommend that you actually do the slot machine in order to progress the game. You just keep betting until you get an obscene amount of money and soup up your car. So for how simple the slot machine is and how easy it is to get to, I'll give it a yay in that regard. It has the 3 reels, and you could come play this whenever you wanted. There doesn't seem to be any limitations to it. So for a quick and easy slot machine experience, Formula 1 Built to Win most certainly gets a yay. And if I get 777s, that'll be a yay as well. But I did not. I only got 14. I didn't get the lucky 7s. But in any case, on to the next one. The 5th game on our list is The Magic of Cleopatra, made by Culture Brain in 1989. I don't know how I actually missed this game growing up, because Culture Brain made one of my favorite games for the NES. But if you want to seek out a casino experience, you can get to this casino relatively quickly in the game, but all it is a roulette kind of wheel dealy. Allow me to show you. Welcome to the casino. The bet is 90 rupias. Would you like to play this game? Yes, I would. Then choose an animal you like. I like how it's the thing you chose. Let's go with the penguins. I like the odds of the penguins. Let's start. See where we land. Or do I have to actually hit the button? Okay, I don't. Excellent. Ah. Okay, no win there. Yes, that was unlucky. Ooh, the bet is now down to 20. Why was it 90, but now it's 20? Is it just a percentage of my money? Yeah, let's play this game again. Choose an animal I like. We'll stick with the penguin. So as far as the roulette experience, this is the most basic of basic roulette experiences. But fortunately, for ease of access, it gets a yay. You can get to this in about 10 minutes in the game. It'd probably take you longer to grind for the money than to actually gamble it. So I could've... Ooh, the bet's 40 this time? Alright. So I could've won 5 times my bet. Well, I may as well stick with the penguins. But yes, like I said, it's a very basic roulette experience. I have to give it an A in that regard. But I'll give it a yay as far as ease of access. But it is a little too basic, and... Am I having really bad luck? I'm having really bad and good luck. Oh, I actually got the penguin that time. At least I get to go down on top, if that makes sense. Oh, you hit it. But like I said, not the greatest roulette experience, so on to the next one. Next up on our list is Godzilla 2, made by Toho in 1991. This isn't the most popular title on the NES, but it does happen to hide a slot machine in it. Which is a strange idea for a strategy game, because it happens to be your method of attack. Not only that, it also happens to be slots that you have to stop. Which I do still want to showcase, but anytime there's slots that you can physically stop where it's spinning, I feel it tarnishes the gambling aspect, because now it's more skill-based. I'm not saying there's no skill involved in gambling, but ultimately it is a gamble. So as far as ease of access goes, I would have to give it a yay, but I'm gonna give it an A as far as being a fun slot machine. You only get the one chance, and you have to actually choose it yourself, so it kinda takes all the thrill away. It's like you could just slow the game down and just steamroll right through it, so... This game's going to get an A. But last, but certainly not least... Ah yes, good old Dragon Warrior. I'm gonna cheat though and lump Dragon Warrior 2 and 3 in as number 7. So consider this a little bonus, Lucky 7 plus bonus. Made by Enix in 1990 and 91 respectively, Dragon Warrior series is no stranger to casinos, but Dragon Warrior 2 is the first one to hold a lottery or anything like that. In fact, it's just a lottery. It's similar to a pull tab game or a slot machine of sorts. But I'll demonstrate one of them for you today, when these fine gentlemen get out of my way. And these ticket retailers can be found periodically throughout your quest. As far as ease of access, they're not the easiest things to access, but they are around. But enemies drop lottery tickets, and you can find them in chests sometimes. But yes, let's hear how it's played. As the lottery wheels spin, push the controller to stop them. So like I said with Godzilla 2, this isn't a straight-up pull tab or slot machine. You do have to stop it, which I always feel, like I said, tarnishes a slot machine experience. But it is still a slot machine experience. So let's see if we can't get 3 moons. I'm sure with a little practice I could nail this pretty well. But we didn't get anything that time. But you can win stuff up to a golden card, which I believe makes it so you save like a quarter of your money when you buy items, or save a quarter when you sell items. It's not the worst thing to participate in, but as far as just the straight-up casino experience, I would have to give it an A, but it's definitely an early one. And it helps set the bar for the other Dragon Warrior titles to get the start on. So for the legacy it created, I have to give it a yay. But as far as a straight-up slot, I have to give it an A because you have to stop it, because it's more skill-based than anything. But like I said, Dragon Warrior was trying, so let's walk right on over to Dragon Warrior 3. Gambling is available in a few different areas in Dragon Warrior 3. but I'm going to choose this town in particular, and I don't dare repeat its name or else I might get demonetized. But there is a monster arena here, which is oddly fitting. So let us sample the monster arena, which in Dragon Warrior 4 is one of my favorite things to gamble with. So let's see if it's just as good in this version. I'm sure it is. Tickets are 400 pieces of gold each. Want to try your luck? Yes, I do. So do I want the Magician, or the Spiked Hair? Let's try the Spiked Hair. I can win the most money this way. So let's watch these creatures battle it out. Fight! So yes, much like the Dragon Warrior 4 arena, you just watch these guys beat the ever-loving bejesus out of each other, and hope that your guy stays alive. Now, as far as a convenient casino experience, I don't believe these are accessible quickly in Dragon Warrior 3. But it is still enjoyable if you like this sort of thing. But it's not your typical gambling experience, but you are still gambling. As far as ease of access goes, I would have to give it an A. Yes, let's try my luck again. Let's try with the skeleton, actually win some money back. And honestly, because Dragon Warrior 4 is already out, I would have to give this an A as well. You'd be better off playing Dragon Warrior 4, then you would get the slots that you get in Dragon Warrior 2, you get the Monster Arena in 3, plus they decide to add, even still at this point, one of the easiest and most user-friendly version of poker that I've played on the NES so far. So, it might seem like I've been knocking the Dragon Warrior series with all of these nays, but it's not that I don't like Dragon Warrior, it's that I'm trying to be fair as far as a casino experience goes. And if it takes you hours to get to one, then it's probably not going to cut it for you. But I get it, like, this game you're not supposed to... Like, the casino's like the break from the action and the potential serious nature of the issues you're dealing with in this game. So for the purposes it serves, it's definitely a yay. But if you just want a fast and easy casino experience, none of the Dragon Warriors really would be a yay in that regard, unless you wanted to use save states. But we do still have 4 more Dragon Warrior casinos to work through before I'm done. But those will be a little ways away yet. I still gotta polish off the rest of the NES and some other older retro titles. So these were the lucky 7 gambling minigames of the NES. Thank you very much for joining me for this one. If it turns out that you know of another gambling minigame that I might have missed, please let me know in the comments. I would love to cover it in a future video, and I'll give you the shout-out for it as well. It's the least I can do. So in any case, thanks again for joining me for the Video Game Gambler. Join me next time for whatever game I decide to gamble in, and remember, I still go by MegaHarv.